Today we'll be doing an orientation on a 22 RBS Wildwood by Forest River. Once you get to your camp spot, you'll want to achieve a side-to-side level. Most pads will be level, but if not, you will want to drive the tires up onto blocks. Drive onto the blocks to achieve the side-to-side level. Once that is done, you'll want to unhook with your front tongue jack. But on the left-hand side here, there's an up and down switch to hitch and unhitch. So unhook, level the camper front to back, and then there'll be 4 stabilizer jacks on each corner. So you'll want to take the tool that's located in the front compartment, set the jack down to the ground, apply a little pressure, and then there's a stabilizer bar here that'll come down with it. There's a T-handle located right here. You'll want to tighten down the T-handle on all 4 jacks. Remember, at the end of the camping session, you'll want to loosen this T-handle before bringing the jacks back up. So we're going to start by going around the outside and show you all the features on this Wildwood. Back to the jack here, like I said before, the up and down switches here. They also have LED lighting on the right hand switch here that you can turn on and off. If you ever have a problem with the jack, there is a backup. Just twist the cap off. There will be a tool in the compartment that will slip down inside of here to crank it up or down. The propane tanks, just lift the cover off. This one has 2 30-pound tanks. There's a selector switch right here, so you can flip it around. There's a little arrow right here that'll point at which tank you're drawing off of. There's a sight glass here also. If it's red, that means bad pressure. When you turn the tank on and it has good pressure, it'll flip to green. The best way to purge the air, especially when you fill the tanks, is to go to the stovetop, turn those on, get the stovetop lit. That'll help you with all other appliances to get those going quicker. Also, there's a battery mounted right up here, and that'll charge anytime the cord is plugged in to the main cord. Also, whenever you're parked, you can have the feature here of disconnecting the battery. Just turn the key to the left, it'll pop out like this. That'll disconnect the battery, so next time you come to the camper, your battery will still have a full charge. There's outside compartments, just has the thumb lock here, lock on the left hand side. Also has magnetic catches here to keep your doors open. That's just a pass through to the other side. I'll show you the tools are on the other side later. We have the escape window here up in the main bedroom up front, and I'll show you how that works later on in the video. The sewer connection is right down here, so you want to pop the cap off, hook your hose up into the dump, and you'll always want to start with the big 3-inch valve here. That'll be your toilet tank black tank. You'll want to pull that one, allow that to fully drain down, close that off. Then you'll want to pull the 1.5-inch valve, which is your gray valve, and that will help flush your sewer hose up with all your sink and shower water. The sewer hose can be kept by pulling out on this cap here, the bumper plug, and slide the hose in, and then push it back in. Your power cord will be located in the front compartment also. It's a twist lock, so it has 1 offset prong. So you'll want to make sure when you open this up, you'll line up the offset prong, pushes in, turns to the right, and then lock the collar to the camper. And then you're safe to plug it in at the campground. The features here, 1 for cable, 1 for satellite. Your city water connection, that'll be for your steady connection if you have water where you're camping. And then you will not have to run the pump or fill the tank. This other one here is a black tank flusher, so when you do have when you're dumping, you can open up that black valve before you dump the gray tank, apply a water hose to here, and that'll wash out the tank. Then you want to unhook the water, close that valve off like I said, pull the gray tank and finish draining down. Spare tire located on the back here. Now up to the fresh water tank. This is where you're going to fill your tank if you do not have water where you're camping. You'll just stick the hose in, fill it up till it spits back out, and you'll know that it's full. The drain for that is directly below it. There's a white pull valve right back in here between the axles. So you want to make sure that's shut when you're filling, and then at the end of your camping, pull that and drain it down. A couple outside speakers. You have a 110 outlet to plug in any appliances. Your furnace exhaust will come here, and a range vent up here. The water heater is a 6-gallon Suburban water heater. The electric side, once you have it filled, I always pull up here at the pressure relief. If water spills out, you know your tank's full to the top, you're okay to turn it on, the electric side or the gas. This button in the lower left-hand corner on the outside, this will be electric only. Your gas button will be located inside, and I'll show you that at a later time. So, let's close the door up and pull out on the little latch here. That flips down, that'll keep your door closed. Also, another port here is an option for solar charging that can be sold. You'll just plug it in there, put your solar panel out, and that will charge your battery also. Here's your main power cord back at the twist lock that you can hook up. A tool up top here. Right up here. So you'll do that to do those twist locks on the stabilizer jacks. This will be the crank for the front tongue jack to crank that up and down. And it also comes with a drill attachment to run those jacks up and down. I believe that's it on the outside. So we'll head inside here and see what's going on in there. Now we'll step inside and check out the inside. The grab handle here you want to pick up, swing it to the left, it'll lock into position. You have two locks here. The top one will be your handle lock, and the lower right hand will be your deadbolt lock. You want to swing the door open completely to allow for the steps to come open. Grab the yellow handle here, pivot it to the side, pull, and the steps will swing down. There are pins on each side for if you are on unlevel ground to adjust the steps. So just pop the pin out on each side and they'll slide in and out so that you can level out the steps. Fire extinguisher is just located right inside the door, and we'll come in here, and to get the slide out, there will be a switch here on the left. Just hit the out button, which would be down, and that will move your slide out. Once you're out all the way, you'll hear that ratcheting noise. That's normal on that pressure sensitive motor. Show you the closet here, just a little closet area. With your water pump located down at the bottom on the floor. Start with the monitor panel here. Now there'll be little buttons here above each one. One will do your battery. That'll show you your power from empty to full. There's one for the fresh tank, and that'll show you how full your tanks are. Black one, gray one. The gray tank will be all your sink and shower water from the bathroom, Your galley one will be all your kitchen water used in the kitchen sink. The water pump button is located here on the left, the red one. And your water heater gas side button will be this one here, the red one on the right. There's also two light switches. The left one will turn on your awning lights outside that are underneath the awning. And the other one will do the lights above the slide out. All the rest of the lights will be located right on the center of the fixture. Push in, that will turn them off and turn them back on. Also, the last switch on the monitor panel to the right here will be your awning switch. So we're going to run that out and show you that. Now you run it out until you see the flap come down, and then let off the switch. So down would be out on your awning switch. Now if you need to adjust the awning for one side or the other, if it's raining and you want rain to run off one side or the other, grab on the awning arm, pull down, push towards the camper. There's a knob right here on each side, and that'll lock it and pitch your awning whichever way you'd like it. Or you can bring them both down if the sun's in your eyes to prevent that. Now before ever bringing it in, make sure you loosen the knob, allow it to extend out fully, and now you can retract it. Once you hear the awning come in all the way, just let off the button. Okay, back inside, I'll show you some of the features here. Right down here is your TV antenna booster. Right here, a little black button push in. When you get the green LED, that's going to amplify the signal. You'll have your coax cable hooked there. Once you have the TV on, your booster switch on, you'll go to menu, do an auto scan on your TV, and that'll bring in whatever available channels that there are. Also, you'll have your sound bar here with your on button. Hit mode to pick different modes for radio, Bluetooth, and all that. You'll have your zone buttons over here, one for inside and outside. So select which ones, or you can have them both on at the same time. The fireplace down here has on switch, timer, flame. So you can turn that on and set any of those functions. The stove over here has a light to turn on around the knobs and the inside light there. The top burners will run off these three knobs here in the center, and there's a clicker here to spark those once you turn on whichever one you want. To light the oven, you'll go to the flame. It'll be spring loaded. You want to hold in on that while you click the sparker to light it. You'll want to check under here and keep clicking it. Back on the right hand side of your main burner, there'll be your pilot flame. Make sure that pilot flame's going, and once you see that's on, you can let out on the knob and then set your temperature. Also, there'll be a light and a fan above the stovetop. The microwave up here, everybody should know how to operate one of those. Then you have your faucet here. There's a sprayer with two different functions by pushing on the button here. LP detector located down here will alarm if it senses any LP in the camper. Your power panel is located right next to it. All your main breakers are labeled here, and they're located there. All the fuses here and labeled there. The thermostat is right here. Click once, that'll turn on the LED, and then you can pick your function. So right now it's off. Click it once. You can just circulate air with fan low, again with fan high, or go to cool high, cool low, or cool low auto, cool high auto. Now when you're running auto, once it gets down to temperature, the fan will kick off. And will kick on when the air conditioner kicks on again. If you want the fan to run the whole time, you'll pick cool with the fan on high or low. Click it again, you'll come into heat mode, and that'll get the furnace going. The up and down arrows are to set your temperature. Click it again, and it'll go to the off position and shut everything down. Now there's a 12-volt fridge here. You'll swing the lock open to allow the doors to open, and your temperature setting will be right inside here, so you can set what temperature you would like. And then for travel at the end of your camping trip, so the doors don't come open while you're traveling, push the lever back over, that'll hold the doors in. Now we'll go into the bedroom here. There'll be USB ports on both sides of the bed. Plug in your chargers, and also 110 outlets on each compartment back in here to plug anything 110 in. Storage under the bed with some compartments here, and it also goes into your front compartment from your outside compartment doors. Now there's a exit window here, so you can open that, slide it open, it'll cradle there for fresh air. Otherwise, in an emergency, you'll push that through, pull the red tab, and you'll be able to exit that way. Now we'll go into the bathroom here. Have the shower over here. There is a shut-off called the water saver shower head, and you'll want to turn that on and off as you're using it. They put that on there so you don't have to adjust your temperature multiple times when turning on and off when you're in the shower. Also, a light switch is around the corner here to turn the lights on and off in the bathroom. This model has a foot flush toilet, so you'll push down a little ways to fill the bowl. All the way down will run water and dump it. You'll want to use toilet chemical to get started. Put a little water down there, toilet chemical, and then you're ready to use it. A stopper for your sink here, and also GFI outlet is located right here above the sink. That'll affect any outlets outside or in the kitchen area that are near water. Also, there is a vent right up here. You'll just crank that open, and in the corner a switch to turn your fan on and off. All your ductwork for your air conditioning, there's one in the bathroom here. You can open and close them by pushing. All the vents will be located through the ceiling. And all of your furnace vents will be located in the floor. And that about sums it up for our orientation today.